Welcome to the Clinical Dossier on the top 10 mitochondrial antioxidants. This video examines evidence-based interventions for neutralizing cellular oxidative stress. Our analysis identifies coenzyme Q10 and MitoQ, N-acetylcysteine, and alpha-lipoic acid as champions in reducing lipid peroxidation. The threat is mitochondrial oxidative stress, starting with a, quote, leak of electrons in the electron transport chain. This leads to the formation of superoxide, a reactive radical. Superoxide is then converted to hydrogen peroxide, which can cause, quote, damage via lipid peroxidation. Elevated malondialdehyde, or MDA, is the primary clinical marker of this damage. Supplements intercept the ROS cascade in several ways. Some act as an inner membrane shield, like CoQ10 and astaxanthin, blocking the initial leak. NAC and ALA support the glutathione axis to neutralize hydrogen peroxide. Melatonin acts as a direct ROS scavenger, while others, like Alcar, support transporters and biogenesis. Our methodology utilizes a rigorous 6-dimension, 30-point scoring rubric to evaluate the literature. We assess mechanistic plausibility, preclinical evidence, clinical efficacy, safety and tolerability, dose response, and reproducibility, assigning a score of 0 to 5 for each dimension. Here is the leaderboard ranking the 10 interventions. The elite tier, with scores between 25 and 28, is led by CoQ10 and MitoQ. The strong contenders score between 21 and 24, while the preclinical tier scores below 20. Tiers are separated mainly by the strength of human clinical efficacy. Rank number 1 is CoQ10 and MitoQ, the etc. optimizers, with a total score of 28 out of 30. They shuttle electrons in the electron transport chain. Clinical evidence includes a trial where 300 milligrams per day of CoQ10 halved major adverse cardiovascular events in heart failure patients. Rank number 2 is N-acetylcysteine, or NAC, the GSH precursor, with a total score of 25 out of 30. NAC is a cysteine prodrug that boosts intracellular glutathione, the primary mitochondrial antioxidant. Clinical trials show it significantly reduces plasma MDA and is beneficial in COPD. Rank number 3 is alpha-lipoic acid, or ALA, the coenzyme shield, also scoring 25 out of 30. ALA functions as a coenzyme, scavenging ROS and regenerating other antioxidants. Meta-analysis shows consistent decreases in MDA, and it is heavily researched for diabetic neuropathy management. Ranks 4 and 5 complete the elite tier, acetyl L-carnitine and melatonin. Alcar transports fatty acids and buffers acyl-CoA. Melatonin is a potent amphiphilic antioxidant. Both have strong evidence showing significantly lowered MDA in clinical trials. The contenders, astaxanthin and curcumin, show promising mechanisms but mixed data. Astaxanthin, a carotenoid membrane shield, showed a significant MDA reduction in type 2 diabetics. Curcumin, a pleiotropic polyphenol, promotes mitophagy, but trial heterogeneity tempers confidence in the data. The preclinical tier highlights the gap between hype and clinical reality. Resveratrol and PQQ scored lowest due to a lack of robust human data. Resveratrol, touted as a SIRT1 activator, showed no significant effect on key redox enzymes in meta-analyses. This master clinical matrix synthesizes the evidence and dosing guidelines. The elite tier shows high clinical scores and key biomarker impact, like decreased MDA. The preclinical tier compounds, resveratrol and PQQ, have the lowest scores due to sparse human data. To translate these findings into practice, we must target the mechanism, not just the symptom, by matching interventions to specific pathology. We should track responsive biomarkers like MDA. Finally, respect the human data gap and prioritize elite tier compounds with validated human outcomes.